Wake up, Bay Area. Thousands of runners have assembled at the foot of the Bay Bridge in San Francisco for the start of the largest foot race in the world. This is KRON Force coverage of Beta Breakers, presented by Craigslist. Here are your hosts, Pam Moore and Mark Dannon.
And you are looking live at the corner of Main and Howard Streets in downtown San Francisco, where more than 20,000 runners are gathering for the start of the 2013 Beta Breakers. And good morning, everybody. I'm Pam Moore with Mark Dannon this morning, and welcome to the 102nd running of the Beta Breakers. This race has gone from a small celebration back in 1912 to a premier running event and a local tradition as well.
Yeah, we're really excited to be here this morning with you. Besides the 20+ thousand on the course, we have 30 to 50,000 expected spectators along the sides of the course. And over the last 102 years, the one constant of this race is the course. It literally cuts the city in half. Let's take a look now at where the runners will be racing. We begin at the corner of Main and Howard near the foot of the Bay Bridge. Runners will head down Howard for about a mile past the Moscone Center. At 9th Street, they'll make a sharp right-hand turn for a few blocks until they reach the 2-mile marker at the foot of the infamous Hayes Street Hill. From there, runners will begin the long climb up Hayes Hill to mile 3. From Hayes, they'll do a quick zigzag onto Divisadero, then Fell Street, and at mile 4, it's the entrance to Golden Gate Park. This is the most scenic part of the race, past the Conservatory of Flowers and mile 5, then Spreckles Lake, the Buffalo Paddock, and mile 6. The runners will get their first scent of ocean breeze past the polo field. From there, it's a hairpin turn onto Martin Luther King Jr. Drive that turns right and opens up to the Great Highway for the finish.
Of course, everybody remembers the costume runners, but there are some elites who come in from all over the world to be a part of this race. KRON 4 is set up all along the 7.46-mile course. So let's check in at the place where it all begins. Grant Lotus is at the start line. Grant.
Hey guys, so happy to be here. The excitement is building. We are now just minutes away from the start. You see the runners there assembled at the start line doing some final stretching. We are now just about 5 minutes from go time. When that bell rings, there will be a moment of silence before the start of the race to honor the victims in the Boston tragedy very recently. And then we are going to go. The elite runners first, followed by everyone else in all of their costumes. Want to take you now through the course. We have KRON 4 crews everywhere. The top of the Hayes Street Hill, always a popular hangout spot. Alamo Square Park. Check out the Painted Ladies, the skyline. That is where KRON 4's James Fletcher will be. Then you head to Golden Gate Park, outside the Conservatory of Flowers. Vicky Liviakis, KRON 4 Beta Breakers veteran, will be there showing you the sights and the sounds. And finally, the finish line along the Great Highway. That is where the costumes will be judged this year. That is also where we will find out who wins this running of the Beta Breakers. Guys, back to you.
Well, joining us this morning is Richie Boulay. He is our race expert, and we certainly are happy that he's here. He is a 6-time NCAA All-American, a former miler with a personal best of 3 minutes and 53 seconds, a fast man. All right, welcome, Richie.
Well, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're really happy to have you here to go through the elite runners with us. And it's been 27 years, hard to believe, since an American has won this foot race at Eystone back in 1986. And we've been focusing a lot on Ryan Hall, an American, do you think, with a real shot to win this race?
Absolutely, yeah. Ryan Hall is one of the best distance runners in the country. He's been to the Olympics a couple times. He's had a little rough go of it the last 6 or 7 months, but he's healthy now and looks like he's excited and ready to run well.
Yeah, at Eystone, the last American to cross the finish line as an American winner, that was back in 1986. So we did have a chance to catch up with Ryan Hall. Here's what he had to say about his training leading up to today.
My training's going really well for Beta Breakers. I've been really healthy this whole time and been working a lot in the hills in my hometown in Redding, California. I think the key for this year's race for me is just getting to the top of Hayes Hill with my legs under me so I can really fly down the downhills.
Well, we'll see how he flies down the downhill today, huh?
Yeah, certainly. A different course this year, too. You know, we're so used to seeing the runners turn at the end and make that great trek down the Great Highway. We usually see the men just starting to catch up with the women. This year, the race ending right at the Great Highway. So a different look. Should be an exciting race.
We'll see how that maybe throws some people off. We are nearing the start of the race. Let's go back down now to the start line where Grant Lotus is standing by. We saw them tossing the tortillas, Grant.
Hey, one of the big Beta Breakers traditions is throwing those tortillas around. I'm just hoping I can catch one. A little hungry this morning. Take a look. You see the people lining up. And look at that guy in the khakis and the black sweatshirt. That is not quite Jim Harbaugh. His name is actually James Nielsen. He dresses up every year. You might remember he was Tim Lincecum last year. Starts with the elite runners, this guy, and then he falls back a little, but he finishes quickly. You see everybody there getting ready. Just about 2.5 minutes till the bell. We're going to have, as I mentioned, a moment of silence for the victims of the Boston bombing tragedy. And then a difference this year, the men and the women are all starting at the same time. So no staggered start times, no handicapping this thing. And you see they are getting ready. We are just now about 2 minutes until go time. So lots of excitement. You can see people starting to really get ready. Final stretching, limbering up, jumping around, costumes, no costumes, whatever. The people at the front are hardcore. We want to check in now with KRON 4's James Fletcher. He's going to be talking to runners who are very winded at the top of Hay Street Hill. Hey, James.
Yeah. Hey, Grant, no kidding. Yeah, this is the beast, the monster of the race, and they'll be running up the back of this monster, Hay Street Hill. 11% grade, which doesn't sound like a whole lot until you actually try and run it, and then you see exactly how steep it is. It starts way down there at about the 2.5 mile mark. It'll come up this hill, and I'll have Art show you what the view is going to be like for runners once they finally pop up over the crest and head down toward the Panhandle and Golden Gate Park. Again, this is about 2.5 miles into the race, and as Grant said, they're going to be awfully winded by the time they reach the top. And across the very crest of this, Art, can you get that? A sensor along the roadway. That'll help runners collect their time to see how long it took them to get to the top of Hay Street Hill. So that's the view from up here. A beautiful start to the morning, Grant. The sun is out. The weather's on your side. Unfortunately, the hill, though, will not. It's going to be a bear.
It will be a bear. James always is. This start is a flat area, and right now is the moment of silence. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And for those of you just joining us, the gun has just sounded for the 2013 Beta Breakers race in San Francisco. A little history on Beta Breakers. This race started back in 1912 with only 112 runners, and today more than 20,000 runners. Lead runners will cover the course, the full course, in about 35 minutes. Runners in the back of the pack could take 2 to 3 hours. The course is 7.46 miles long. It's a 12K, and it cuts the city of San Francisco in half as the runners make their way from the Bay all the way to the Breakers at Ocean Beach.
2 hours as we cover this exciting race. I like to think of it as really 2 races. You have the race of the elite runners and then the race of all the fun and the costumes that follow as we see the lead runners now already out ahead of the pack.
Yeah, and again, it's really interesting to see that this year we are looking at the potential of having an American win. Richie, that's a big deal because it hasn't, again, as we've talked about, hasn't happened since 1986.
That's true. You know, it doesn't happen really all that often with all these the high high-level, elite race, road race scene. There's such dominance of Ethiopia and Kenya on that scene that it's hard to have Americans, the top Americans, really compete with them.
As an elite runner, do you get to look around, partake in the fun, or are you just completely focused on the race?
These guys are pretty focused. They're, this is what they do for a living. In a race like this, that's this long, 7.5 mile race or so, they do have some time. Usually the first half mile, mile and a half, should be fairly relaxed. So you look around a little bit. You don't want yahoos jumping in and pouring beer on your head or anything, but for the most part they can enjoy it a little bit for the first little bit.
There are a lot of first-time Bay to Breaker runners among the elites this year. I was a bit surprised. Do they come out and try to check out the course ahead of time? How do the elites handle that?
Yeah, some of them do. A lot of times in races like this, and I know they do this for Bay to Breakers, they'll have a course tour where they won't actually run the course because it's dangerous for them to do so when it's not closed, but they'll get them in a van or a bus or a car or something, and they'll drive the course so they can get a mental picture of beforehand.
And as you see the two top runners here up ahead, do they pace each other? Do they try and run each other? Or is everyone just running their own race here?
When they're side to side like that, they're not really so much pacing each other. Sometimes they will work together if it's windy. Guys will tuck in behind other guys and they'll sort of trade off. But those two, they're battling each other. That's Tesfaye Alamehu and Tolosa Gedefa there. Gedefa is in the blue on the left. Alamehu is actually, he's Ethiopian, but he lives and trains in Antioch. So he is a Bay Area guy.
And the leprechaun there?
The leprechaun, I'm not
Or is that, I'm
sure.
sorry, that may be Mario, Super Mario.
Yes, that's... I don't know.
Gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
This year is a little different in that all of the runners, the men and the women, are starting at the same time. We were able to catch up with one of the female favorites this year, Michelle Fry, to find out how she prepared for this year's Bay to Breakers.
The hill is tough, but it's such a short part of the entire race. So training up to this race, I did some hill repeats, some big, long, steep hill repeats, but really just kind of focusing on getting up the hill, and then the race really starts after the hill anyways, so some hill repeats and being ready to run tough up the hill.
She's been in Bay to Breakers before. She's not a newbie to this race.
No, she's not. Yeah, she's been here. I think she was fourth a couple years ago. So yeah, she's done it a couple times. Yeah, she's the kind of person, she's not going to really scare anybody with her, blistering track times or anything, but she is the kind of person that's just kind of slowly improved year over year. She's from Minnesota, so she's probably enjoying the weather.
And there used to be a $5,000 prize to get to the top of Hayes Street Hill first, and now it's down to $1,000 this year. Does that take away the incentive for some of the runners to try and sprint just for that prize money for the top of the hill?
A little bit. I mean, it's still $1,000, and that's nothing to sneeze at. But yeah, we'll see. I think they still have a stipulation that you also have to finish within a certain range of the leader to collect that prize. I think you need to be still in the top 10. So
and as you look at the picture here, we're looking again at Tesfaye, who is bib number 2 there, and Tolosa, bib number 3, and they're neck and neck. What can you tell us about these two runners? Tolosa is the younger of the two. He's 21 years old. And what's interesting also is that a lot of the runners, the elites this year, are really in their mid-20s until their mid-30s.
Yeah.
So he's a young sprinter here. I mean, a young guy running in this one today.
Yeah, he hasn't really shown up that much on the radars of elite distance running yet. He has run a 28:16 10K on the roads, which is really fast. That's really quite fast. And he hasn't run a marathon. He's actually one of the only people who hasn't run a marathon as well in the top 5 or 6 people out here. So yeah, he's young. He wants to come out and make a name for himself. Sometimes the age isn't so much of an issue up to 30 or so. I've found in my own running after 35-ish, it definitely starts to get a little tougher day to day. Getting up and running every morning. But these guys, you know, up to age 30 or so, they're still in their prime. They can still really get up.
I think we all feel that way, running or not. As we watch them, and you tell us about their speeds, is this pretty much just a sprint for them, the 12K? Is there any pacing?
You know, for Alamehu, possibly. I mean, he's run a few marathons. Ryan Hall, we don't see in the picture yet. Yeah, I'm not sure where he is.
Yeah.
But for those guys, yeah, 12K is a pretty quick race.
Right or left?
It looks like they are running pretty quickly in terms of. I mean, they're definitely not jogging, doing a tactical. You know, hey, let's just sort of feel each other out and sort of see where everybody is feeling. These guys are getting out after it.
Tesfaye, who has run Beta Breakers, this is actually his 4th time running Beta Breakers. He placed 5th last year, and he's leading right now. So I guess he's hoping that he's the first one to cross the line. He's from Ethiopia, though, even though he lives and trains in Antioch. He's been here for a while.
Yeah. He's been on the local scene for a while. Most of the sort of elite Bay Area people definitely know who he is. He also was second at the Cal International Marathon this last December, which was really rough conditions. Usually it's a pretty nice you know, cool day, but they had just gusting winds and rain, and they were running through, you know, knee-deep water here and there. And he gutted it out and finished second. He's definitely a tough guy.
So the elite runner's almost halfway through the course as far as if you look at a 35-minute time, and we're going to keep following the elite runners, male and female, and we also want to keep you updated on what's happening all along the race as we have reporters stationed from start to finish.
Speaking of that, why don't we get back in touch with Grant Lotus at the start line, because I'm sure there are still some people trying to cross. Grant.
All right, thanks, guys. Here with a couple of beautiful costumes. What are we?
We're a flower and a bumblebee. It's a partner costume.
A partner costume, so you pollinate the flower?
Absolutely.
And you guys think you have a good shot at winning?
No, probably not. But we're gonna have a good time.
Shot at having fun.
Good shot at having fun. Definitely gonna happen. Your costumes look great. The mustache is obviously a winner. So
all part of the costume.
All part of the costume. All right, guys, back to you in the studio.
Thank you.
And the first male and female runners to crest the top of Hayes Street Hill, as we talked about, do get some extra cash, $1,000 each, and that may equate into the pacing as we watch the elite runners getting closer and closer to the Hayes Street Hill.
And we're still looking for Ryan Hall to pull up here somewhere along the course. Right now, we are looking at Tesfaye Alamehu and Tolosu Kadefi as they are first and second heading towards Hayes Street Hill.
And as you see them come up, is there any fight to be the one just in front, or you don't even think about that? We're pacing each other. I'm keeping pace. I'll make my move later in the course.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't look like they're trying to pace each other. I mean, typically you don't want to be in front. You're breaking the wind for the other guy. Sometimes they'll do what they're doing. I mean, obviously it's not terribly windy right now. If it was, then you'd see Gadefa, you know, tucking in a lot more behind Tesfaye there. But he's not, so it's not very windy. Sometimes runners are also, you know, it's more of a, I don't know, chivalrous thing to do, to not, you know, sit behind somebody and you know, suck off of them. It's a little bit more chivalrous, I guess, to run side by side and say, hey, you know, we're going to battle the same elements, and I'm going to race you head to head.
Kadefa is actually what, like 8 years younger than Tesfaye. Yeah. So does that give him any advantage? Does being younger help when you're doing these long races?
Not necessarily. Not at this age. I mean, once somebody, especially in the sort of East African world, you know, when the distance runners, when they come out, they can be really dominant in the low 20s, or even late teens sometimes. They're not necessarily need to be seasoned as much as Americans seem to be. Usually, you know, the sort of American spectrum, 26, 27 is kind of the normal age where people will hit their peak and they'll be the sort of at their best. But, you know, Ethiopians coming in running 21 years old, 22 years old is not terribly uncommon.
And in the past, the women were given several minutes of a lead, as the last few years we've been doing, and then we've had an overall winner. How does things change for the women this year, not worrying about the men breathing down their backs and trying to catch up for the overall win?
Well, you know, probably the biggest thing is now they get sort of swallowed up. So when they had the equalizer bonus before, you know, women had their own stage, their own own race, and they could just race each other and focus on each other. At that mass start, there's an awful lot of men who are going to be running about the same pace as the lead women, so they kind of get swallowed up, which can be nice because they can tuck in. You know, if it's windy, they can tuck in and sort of pace off of other people. But every now and then, someone gets lost, and you look around, and you don't, you know, someone could make a move, and you don't realize it because they're you know, just surrounded by so many other men.
All right, coming up the hill, how do things change for the runners as they start to hit this grade?
Yeah, what are they thinking? I mean, this is the toughest part. So what's going through their minds right now?
Well, with these two, they might be thinking, I just want to get to the top first. At this point, you know, it's this hill. It is a steep hill, and it's not much fun to hit a hill like this in the middle of a race. But it's early enough to where it's not quite so bad. And sometimes when something is such a big hill in the middle of the race, you kind of gear up for it. You in your head, you know it's there. It's not something that's creeping up on you, so you can sort of face it head on.
You can see them trying to lean in a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not an easy grade
it's
to
not,
make.
Yeah,
no.
you can see their cadence slowing down a little bit too. They're definitely leaning forward.
And it's not as cool this morning as it is some mornings, which makes it easier for a runner, for the elites, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Cooler?
You can see the sun's out on their backs, and it looks like Testa is making a little bit of a move here. I think he wants to get that equalizer or the hill bonus.
And how you play the hill, that really can make a difference in the overall outcome of the race.
Later on, yeah, because you know, like I said, this is early, so they're still going to have a lot running to go after this.
And one thing I think a lot of people don't realize is after you come down the Hayes Street Hill, it's a little bit of an upward slope all the way into the park, so you're still dealing with a bit of a climb, even after you finish the big climb of the hill.
Yeah, that's a lot less fun than this one is.
How are they conserving their energy from this point to make that the rest of the race?
Well, it doesn't look like he is at this point. Testa he's really running pretty hard. Looks like they're going to have a little battle here to get to the top. Are they at the
just
top?
Crossed.
They just crossed. Wow, Saba, I don't know how they're going to figure out who got there first.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Yeah.
500 apiece.
Maybe, yeah.
And so now they start to break a bit as they make their way down the hill?
Yeah, which, you know, usually you don't really want to do too much. That actually takes a lot more energy. You know, you see where the way Testa is running. Yeah, Tolosa's pulling away. He's running down a little bit better. Testa is braking a little bit more. I mean, you don't want to slow yourself down, but that can actually put a lot of sort of lactic into your quads. They're doing a lot more work going down the hill if you're braking. You want to lean into it and sort of let gravity do its work and get down the hill as fast as you can.
A fairly big lead for the two Ethiopians right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Hall's nowhere in sight.
All right, so we're going to keep it covered here on KRON 4 with our coverage of the Beta Breakers. Stay tuned as we find out how the elite runners finish up and all the fun and costumes after that. We'll be right back.
KRON 4's coverage of Beta Breakers presented by Craigslist continues right after this.